The Ghost Hunter Jeff Show coming at you. Now I know it's been a while since I put up a video, but you gotta understand I'm in Cincinnati and there's sub-zero temperatures. We had a lot of snow, 10 inches of snow. It still hasn't all melted. It's been a few weeks. It's really cold out there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put out a video that I made back in 2021. So this is before I had a YouTube channel. So it's not as professional as it normally would be, but it's just me going out to the Delhi Cemetery in Cincinnati, and I took my phone and I took an SB11 with me, and I went out to the graveyard. And if you do this, you will get people talking to you, especially souls who have never talked to a human being. You'll get them. They'll say their names. They say, "I am here," stuff like that. One guy says, "I am Japanese." I'm here at the St. Joseph Cemetery in Delhi, trying to communicate with people that have passed on. Sophia, are you here? Donahue, are you here? Kelly? Anna Kelly? Who's here with me? Who wants to talk? Now, this next EVP is interesting. It doesn't sound like an EVP. It sounds like me walking across the cemetery and stepping on leaves. But I'm not stepping on leaves. There's a crunching sound. So when I slowed that crunching sound down, I got a lot of EVPs in it. You slow it down and you can hear them perfectly. Dudley? Are there any Dudleys here? Is there anybody here that wants to talk to me? Anthony Steininger? Looks like he died in the war. You didn't die in the war. You served in the war. Where'd you go? Did you go to Okinawa? We're very proud of you and thank you for your service. We're very proud. And this is not the first time that this has ever happened. When I thank a veteran that has died for their service, a lot of them will respond. And this one says thank you. And we can't thank our veterans enough. Even when they're dead, we can't thank them enough. O'Keefe? Are there any O'Keefes here? Now this is a good response. I asked if anybody is related to the O'Keefes in Ireland. There's a lot of different nationalities here, people who came from different countries, immigrants, and right after I said that, a ghost says they're right behind me. And what do you know? Their graves were right behind me. Anybody related to the O'Keefes from Ireland? Byrne, Mary O'Keefe. How are you doing? Okay, now I get into my car and I turn on the SB11. I thought it would be the best way to hear the voices coming through because they're hard to hear. And right off the bat, a ghost says, "It's not neat." And my car was messy. It was pretty messy. It's an old car I used to drive. Then I asked when somebody died, and they say 6, which I think means 06. 1906 probably. I can't understand you. What year did you move to Ohio? Can you tell me what year that you died? Kate Robson, do you know what year that you died? Year that you died? Year that you died? Say that again. I heard a woman. What's your name? The woman that just spoke to me, what's your name? So this one's kind of funny. Somebody said their name was Meg. And for some reason I said, Meg Ryan? You know, the actress? A spirit comes back and says, actor. So this is a recent death. They know who Meg Ryan is. And they heard me. Meg? 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 Her name is Meg? Meg Ryan? What state are you from? Are you from New England? Is there anybody here from New England? Did you live your whole life in Delhi? Is there anybody here that served in World War II? Do we have any soldiers that served in Europe in World War II? Do we have anybody here that served in the Civil War, the war between the states? We have no Civil War veterans. Nobody here has served in the Civil War. Now, here I ask if there are any beavers here. Beaver was a last name on one of the headstones. I'm not asking if there's an animal, the beaver. But they say yes, they're there. Are there any beavers here? Henry Beaver? What's your first name? I can't understand you. I can't understand you. I can't understand you. What's your first name, Beaver? Unique? Now this next series of EVPs are two ghosts talking to each other. They're not always talking to me. Sometimes they're just talking in general. Sometimes they're calling out to people, people that are dead. It sounds like they're talking to each other. You get all kinds of different EVPs. Sometimes they're talking to me. Sometimes they're talking to each other. Sometimes they're residual and they're just speaking out. A lot of them don't know where they're at. They can't see each other. Sometimes they can't see me. They're in darkness. You gotta wonder if they're in some kind of purgatory. Donahue? Is there a Donahue present? So that's it for this video. You know, you can take your phone or a recorder, you can go out to any cemetery you want and you can get these EVPs. Now if you use your phone and you try to listen back to them on your phone, you might hear one or two, but it's going to be tough. It's tough to hear, it's tough to understand them. I bring them home, I put them on a program, I turn up the volume, sometimes I EQ it, and sometimes I slow them down and you can hear what they're really saying. But at the very least, if you can plug it into your computer and raise the volume somehow, put on headphones, you can hear these people talking to you. Now sometimes it's your own breathing, sometimes it's you walking and other noises. Listen for consonants. Consonants are the key to whether or not somebody is speaking. You don't always know 100%. And you know, even a lot of these, I don't know 100%. This is my best educated guess. And believe me, I've listened to thousands of EVPs. So don't listen to it the first time and say, oh, it's not saying that. You have to crank it up. You have to crank up the volume. You have to put on the headphones. Then you'll really know what they're saying. And you can do this at any cemetery. Haunted houses are great. Some of them are really good. But a cemetery is almost 90 to 95% guarantee you are going to get some voices. A lot of these people have never spoken to anybody before. Anyway, this is Ghost Hunter Jeff, signing off.